morning children. How are you all? Okay, in the previous class we have discussed about what is the meaning of the division. Do you remember children? The meaning of the division. Division means distribution or sharing something into equal parts. Right children? We have learned the definition of the division. Division is nothing but distribution or sharing something into equal parts. Okay children? And this division is also defined as repeated subtraction. Repeated subtraction. In multiplication you have learnt the repeated addition. The repeated addition is called as division, and you have learned the repeated subtraction is division. Why particularly this division is called as repeated subtraction? For example, you have 10 items and you want to distribute 2 items to each child. So, first child you have given 2 items. So 10 minus 8, 10 minus 2, 8. Again 8 minus 2, 6. Again 6 minus 2, 4. Again 4 minus 2, 2. Again 2 minus 2, 0. See, repeatedly you are subtracting the same number. So finally you got 0. Nothing is left over. So this repeated subtraction of same number is known as division. Like that only can you do like this in this way? When your birthday comes, on that day you want to distribute chocolates to your friends. So first 2 chocolates you will give to another friend. Suppose you brought 10 chocolates on some occasion. So you have given first 2 chocolates to your first friend. So still how many chocolates are left over? 8. So from those 8 chocolates again you have taken away 2 chocolates. 6 are left over. Again another friend from 6 you have given 2 chocolates. 4 are left over. Again from 4 chocolates you have given 2 more chocolates to your another friend. So 2 chocolates are over. And you have given from 2 chocolates you have taken 2 chocolates, and finally no chocolate is left over. Here what are you doing? You are repeatedly doing the subtraction. This subtraction is nothing but division. This repeated subtraction I will show you in the form of division. You have totally 10 chocolates. You want to distribute 2 chocolates to your friends. So these chocolates you have given to how many friends? In 2 table you have 10. How many times? 5 times. So 2 5s 10. This is 0 reminder. So these chocolates are sufficient for how many students? 5 students. Here how many times you have subtracted? 5 times. So this repeated subtraction is nothing but division. Is it clear children? Okay. After that we have learned the terms of division. Terms of division. We have learned 4 terms in division. 4 words we use in doing division. Terms of division. And what is the symbol we use for division? Divided by. Okay, do you remember in the last class we have discussed? See, for example, I am taking a division. Okay, 12 divided by 4. 12 divided by 4. See here, what is the arrangement of numbers for doing division? Do you know? The big number here 12 divided by 4 means 12 items are there. These 12 items you have to make it into 4 groups. Now each group will contain how many items? That we have to find. So the big number among these 2 numbers, which is the big number? 12 is the big number. This big number we have to write in the middle. 12. Okay? And these 12 items can be distributed into how many groups? 4 groups. So we have to put 2 brackets like this, and this 4 we have to Okay children, and we should not write like this. We can't divide the small number by the big number. Okay, so this is the wrong way of arrangement of numbers for doing division. In this way we have to arrange. Here I have given a division question 12 divided by 4, and you arrange these numbers like this. Big number always to take in the middle, and on the left side you have to take this number. By what number we have to do division. Okay children? See, among this 12 and 4, this 12 has particularly a name. Do you know what is that name? This 12 is called dividend. What is this? Dividend. Repeat the word. Dividend. Okay. Always the total items, the total value, the total quantity represents dividend. Or simply you can remember, out of the given two numbers, always the big number represents dividend. Is it clear children? See, 12 divided by 4, between these two numbers, what is the big number? 12 is the big number. Then this 12 is called dividend. What is the 12? Dividend. Okay, always the total quantity or total item or total value represents dividend. Why I am repeating these many times? You should not confuse for dividend and divisor. Okay, and this total quantity is distributing into how many groups? 4 groups. Always the number of groups represents divisor. What is this? Divisor. Divisor. Okay, by what number we are doing division is known as divisor. Okay, and when you do division, you have to rewrite the table. 4 1s are 4, 10. 4 2s are 8. 4 3s are 12. 4 4s are 16. 4 5s are 20. Like that you can continue the table, and you have to search for this number in the table. Whether the exact number is there in the table or the nearest and smallest number in the table. Okay, exact 12 we find in the table. How many times it is there? 3 times. So write the 3 here, and where you write this 12? Under this 12 we have to write according to the place, and here we have to do addition or subtraction. Subtraction. Then 2 minus 2 is 0. 1 minus 1 also 0. Or simply we can see 12 minus 12 is 0. See here we got another 2 numbers. Okay, here we got each group has 3 items. This 3 represents quotient. What is this? Quotient. It is not quotient. Quotient. Okay, and this 0 is known as, we know very well about this 0. This is known as remainder. Remainder means the number left over after division is called remainder. And what is quotient? How to define quotient? The result of division is known as quotient. Okay children? So how many terms we have in division? We have 4 terms. Okay? What are the 4 terms? Dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder. Okay? See, here I want to give you a question. 6 divided by 2. Without doing division, you tell me what is dividend and what is divisor. Just now what I said, always the big number represents the dividend, right? Among these two numbers, which is the big number? 6 is the big number. So what is 6? 6 is dividend. And what is 2? 2 is divisor. See, what is the meaning of this? Easily we can see in 2 tables 6 is there. How many times is there? 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. So 3 is the answer. This 3 is called quotient. And finally we will get the 0 is remainder. In all divisions we won't get 0 remainder. Only for some divisions we will get 0 remainder, and some divisions other than 0 also we used to get the remainders. Okay children, we did the division here. We don't know whether we got the correct answer or not. Okay. So here like subtractions, here also we have a facility to check our answer. In what way we can check our answer? This is known as verification formula. Okay. Here I am writing verification formula. This is very important. Verification formula and division. What is the verification formula and division? See here. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient. See, I showed an arrow. Divisor into quotient. Close the brackets. Plus remainder. You have to remember this verification formula. Dividend. Here dividend is equal to divisor into quotient. Divisor into quotient plus remainder. Let us check the answer whether we did in correct way or not. Divisor. What is the divisor here? Here the divisor is 4. What is the divisor? 4. Okay. Into quotient. What is the quotient we got in the sum? 3. See, we put a bracket between the divisor and quotient, and after that what symbol we have? Plus. Remainder. What is the remainder we got here? 0. That means multiply these two numbers, you will get the product. This product is added to the remainder. 4 3s are how much? 12. Plus 0. Any number plus 0, same number we will get. What is this 12? We got the dividend. So our answer is correct. In that way we can check the answer. See, repeat the formula of future. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Let us check another division. Okay, I will give you another example for doing checking. Let us take an example. 21 divided by 5. 21 divided by 5. See, just now we have learnt among the given two numbers, which is the big number? 21. So what is 21 called? Dividend. And what is 5? Divisor. So we can arrange the numbers like this. 21 divided by 5. Write this terms. This is divisor. And what is 21? Dividend. So we will get the quotient and remainder. Okay, find it. We have to recollect, find it. 5 1s are 5. 5 2s are 10. 5 3s are 15. 5 4s are 20. 5 5s are 25. So you observe the dividend here. 21 is the dividend. And you can check whether exact 21 is there or nearest and smallest number we have to select. Suppose if you take 25, it will be the big number. 25 if you write here, it is not possible for doing subtraction. When we have learned subtractions, always we should take the big number in the first place we have learned now. So we should not take 25. So what is the nearest and smallest number than 21 in the 5 table? This is 20. How many times? 4 times. So write 4 here and 20 you can write here. Do the subtraction. 1 minus 0. How much? 1. 2 minus 2? 0. This 0 is invalid now, so we can cut it. And what is this 1 is called? Remainder. And this 4 is known as quotient. Okay. By using these terms, we will check our answer whether we did the correct answer or not. Verification formula. What is the verification formula we have learned? The verification formula is dividend is equal to, come on say all of you, divisor into quotient. Keep them in brackets. Divisor into quotient plus remainder. Did you understand, children? Divisor into quotient plus remainder. Now we will check the answer. What is the divisor in the given division? This is the divisor. So how much divisor is? 5 into quotient. What is the quotient here? 4. quotient is 4. Put them in bracket, close the bracket, and after that put plus symbol and remainder, plus remainder. How much remainder we got here? 1 is the remainder. Now simplify the sum. 5 fours are 20. 20 plus 1, 21. See, this 21 is the dividend. So we got the correct answer. So in this way we can check our answer. So repeat the verification formulas. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay children, did you understand the terms of division? We have 4 terms: dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder. Okay, after that we have 4 properties in division. Okay, let us see the properties of division. How many properties we have in division? I said 4 properties we have. See the first property. What is the first property? If any number is divided by 1, if any number is divided by 1, the quotient is itself. The quotient or answer. The quotient or answer. This is the first property. If any number is divided by 1, the quotient or answer is itself. See the example. For example, 20. Any number is divided by 1. So what is the answer? So we will do the division. And do you know one table children? One table all numbers are there. That's why 1 is the factor of every number we see in the, we will learn in the factors and multiples chapter. See, in one table 20 is there. How many times? 120 is a 20. So 20 is 0. So what is the quotient here? Whatever number you have taken, the same number you got as a quotient. So this is the first property. If any number is divided by 1, if any number is divided by 1, the result is the number itself. Same number we will get. This is the first property. Did you understand children? You can take another number also, 5 divided by 1. You can divide 5 by 1. In one table 5 is there. How many times? 1, 5 is 5. 5 minus 5, 0. So whatever number you are taking, the same number you are getting as a quotient. So by this we can say that if any number is divided by 1, the result is the number itself. The same number we will get. This is the first property. And we will go to the second property. What is the second property? See the second property. If any number is divided by itself, the result is 1. If any number is divided by itself, if any number is divided by itself, the result is 1. If any number is divided by itself, the result is 1. See the example, 5 divided by 5. Same numbers you are dividing. 5 divided by 5, divide like this. In 5 table 5 is there. How many times? 1 time. So 5 minus 5. 5 minus 5 is 0 remainder. 1 is the quotient. So what is the quotient you got here? 1. So when a number is divided by itself, the quotient is 1. The quotient is 1. This is the second property. Did you understand children? The second property. And see the third property. Any number is divided by 0 is not defined. It is not defined. See, suppose 10 divided by 0. Here we are doing division by 0. Doing division by 0 is not defined till now. Actually, this is meaningless. There is no solution for this. Okay, children? So, after grown up, if you find the solution, you will become a great mathematician. Okay? You will try to find the solution for this. See, any number is divided by 0 is not defined. It is meaningless. This is the third property. Okay? Now coming to the fourth property. 0 is divided by any number. 0 is divided by any number, the result is 0. Did you understand? 0 is divided by any number. That means 0 divided by 5. Then what will be the result? 0. Why? Because you arrange the numbers like this. In 5 times 0 is there. Do you know that? 5 zeros are 0. So 5 zeros are 0. So the quotient is 0. 0 is divided by any number. The result is 0. So these are the four properties we have in division. What is the first property? If any number is divided by 1, the result is the number itself. The result is the number itself. And the second property is if any number is divided by itself, the quotient is 1. And third property is if any number is divided by 0 is not defined. There is no solution for that. And the fourth property is 0 is divided by any number. The result is 0. This is the example for 0. Hope you understand the terms of division and the verification formula, how to check the answer in division and the properties of division. Did you understand, children? Let us meet with new topic tomorrow. Bye.